I was going to do a video on this a long time ago, but I got an opportunity here in the Demo Distress series because this has a bunch of preview shit that are cool, lots of cool trailers. So it's a Nintendo Power DVD special. There we go. What we're looking at here today is it is just going to be a movie. I've looked at this before. I can't fucking remember how it works. I think it's just a series of trailers. See, back in the day, Nintendo Power, I'm thinking this is 2004-ish. Sent out a survey. It's like, would you like demo discs? And I assume they were given a no because it cost too much money. But I mean, it's the same company that, I think owned at least one of the other magazines. So there's that fucking game. So it's kind of a shame that, Nintendo Power didn't have something like it. But they're already successful, so I guess they didn't need that extra push. But it would have been nice, especially for this series. Mainly because there are fucking demo discs for the GameCube. They're the kiosk ones, and they're really fucking expensive. Kiosk discs exist for the others too, but okay. Not so much the let's look at the credits. I like starting at the best part. Not so much what was I trying to say? They're not as common. It's not gonna work. Alright, whatever. Guess it's not gonna work. Right, how does this work? How the fuck does this work? Alright, I click on it. Alright. So naturally you could play this in the DVD player. I wish you could hide this bar. That's fine. Can you play them all? I think we have to play one at a time. So I think if you're using like a remote, it would probably be more responsive. But apparently Enter doesn't fucking work on the keyboard. I'm going to look this up. This is the Twilight Princess trailer. This is one of the early trailers for it, I think. Before it was the Wii, right? I'm not sure if the Wii has been announced yet. I think this is still GameCube land. I want to get this on the GameCube. I have it on the Wii U. I haven't played it. I have it on the Wii, and I hate it. So I've beaten Link's Awakening, Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker, Skyward Sword. I think that's it. I've gotten to the final boss in Link to the Past when I was a kid. I was working on that a little while ago, a couple years ago. It's on the fucking footage dump, but I don't know. Yeah, it looks good. The current prices. I wonder if Twilight Princess has gone down or up in price. Usually expecting it to go up, but there are 3 different versions of it. Right. Alright, now Enter's working. What the fuck? It wasn't working on Legend of Zelda or the DVD. Or the, the credits. Why did I click on Digimon, right? Digimon works, apparently. So it's just gonna be trailers, then that's cool. That's cool. We can see what was the new hotness, and it's 2005 going on 2006. What month is this? All right, so it's August 2005. So this is the middle of the year. So Legend of Zelda is still a year out. Looking pretty sharp. Mr. Fantastic. A classic fucking video game, right? Maybe it is good. I have it for PC. I got it at a Goodwill once. So his thing is that he fights with crappy music. To be fair, though, it is a lot more distinct than the music we have nowadays. Prepare for the bass drum clap, choir clap, boom. You know. It's you fucking heard it a billion times, and it sounded lame the first time around. Taking Back Sunday. So yeah, but you sang like one of those guys. Like I sang like I emulated the guy from the Revolting Cocks. That was my shtick. Oh no, not the Human Torch. This is Captain America, right? How many times do you have to see this? Is it the same song or is this a different song? It's different. Invisible Woman trailer. Is the trailer gonna be visible? Am I right? What? What's invisible? The trailer? Was a woman? What the fuck else came out in 2005? Batman Begins, right? I'm trying to think of what was the new hotness in 2005. Okay, she's everywhere apparently. Go Betty Go. So I mean, I've heard of the first band. You know, they were big at the time. See, 2005, all I can remember is Resident Evil 4 and finally beating like all the fucking Final Fantasy games. The Thing. I wish this was a trailer of the the old Thing game by 2002. Never played that. I should get to that at some point. This is such a redundant trailer series. Fuck's sake, you guys. We're wasting valuable time. So unlike the other ones, is he stuck as that thing the entire time? How does he smash? Is this GameCube footage or PS2 footage? Jurassic 5? European Assault. So I'm not sure if this doesn't seem like it's going to take all that long. Is who does the music for European Assault? Is it going to be My Chemical Romance? No, it's going to be the same fucking music in all fucking World War II games at the time. You know, like how Doom 1, Doom 3, and Doom 2016 all sounded different? Yet you had a whole genre of games that had the same exact fucking score. It's epic as fuck, man. Do I have this? Like, how could you know? How could you not know if you have a game? It's like, man, I've got too many. I was getting like people were just throwing games at me for a while because we found some garbage you want. I was like, yeah, I'll take a look. GameCube games, no, but I mean maybe on the PS2. That's the thing. More the GameCube. It was a bit light at the time. Sorry, 2005. So yeah, Resident Evil 4 was already out. Oh man, dire times. But do you really need any other game? No, you don't. I liked how for like 20 years I was looking for a Mega Man game that I played as a kid. I was convinced it was Mega Man X because that's the only game that people talked about. It turned out to be Mega Man 7. Oh wait a minute, there's Mega Man. There's non-X games on the SNES, and I saw the intro because I never got very far into it. I was like, oh shit. It was a mainline one, and it was like because I'd try out like on emulators Mega Man X, and it's like I don't remember this. This doesn't seem right, and it wasn't. So I wanted to get like all the games I rented as like a kid and stuff, and that one kind of like cock blocked me because it was really fucking expensive. It was like that Chrono Trigger, which I got, and Populous I haven't even looked for, and those Chester Cheetah games. One Piece. One Piece has been around a long time, huh? It's like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure of Anime. 4 Kids. I hear about that, but here's the thing: I never watched anime. Well, I watched Digimon, like the first couple seasons. I tried watching Pokemon, but I can't get into it. I was mainly watching South Park, but I like Digimon. I was like, I didn't know it was anime either. Anime, like in those days, like if you weren't in the know, it was the most popular one was Dragon Ball, so that's what you pictured anime as. Like, what the fuck is this shit? So I never ran into this 4 Kids stuff. Unless that was 4 Kids, Digimon, I can't fucking remember. No one remembers this stuff like this. What the fuck? A long time ago, man. Alright. Beautiful Joe VFX battle. How many Beautiful Joe games were there? I think I remember commenting that I played one. I played the second one. That's the one I have. I mean, graphically it looks alright. I just wasn't a big fan of it. I like Metal Slug. That's about it. Metal Slug and Contra. Like Alien Hominid is like, it looks cool, but I suck at it. And the same was true for Beautiful Joe. As when you get in a 2D realm, you're more restrictive, so you have to really practice, I guess. It's like with just a little bit more freedom, I can feel more comfortable. As you know, like Contra's super responsive, and Metal Slug looks really fucking good, and it's crazy and shit. So like other games, it's just like they don't have, to me, they don't have as much, you know, to grab. You know, Zatch Bell, that was that fucking crazy game. Let's see this shit. Is it now? What do you believe? Playing. I believe in playing. The fuck? A billion times better than that one LucasArts game. Holy shit. I'm getting horrible flashbacks. Hello Kitty Roller Rescue. That's what we want to see. Are any of the Hello Kitty games any good? Oh shit. What are they doing? They're invading Earth with punching bags. Oh shit, Hello Kitty's a badass. Maybe. Oh no, yeah, she's killing everybody. Murder time. What's the actual game look like though? Isn't that gonna show us? Coming soon. How soon? Like tomorrow? Fuck. Alright. That was a weird trailer. Hello Kitty's more of a merchandising than a content thing. Oh my god, look at all this Nintendo DS stuff. Cannabis Curse. It just says Castlevania near the bottom. I assume that's Dawn of Sorrow. DS is probably my favorite console of all time. It was some wild shit. Now, of course, nowadays I'm like I'm like at the time I would say, you know, I think like the Vectrex and the original Xbox and the GameCube are probably the ones that impressed me the most. And if I had to choose one of those over the DS nowadays, but you know, at the time, like on that scale, what like the kind of crazy shit I saw on the the DS, that is not 3DS, not even close. But like sort of unique games and even the traditional games and just like the amount, it was a awesome time. Like really from like say 2005 to like 2010, 2008 in the DS, like even the PS2, throw the PS2 in there because that's when that started getting some crazy shit. It's like those were like the real good years in video games. It's like you go from Resident Evil 4 to when the Kinect was released was like Kinect was like the hard death of the 360, right? And most developers that were doing really well at the time were developing for the 360, so the Kinect came out kind of ugh. And then Nintendo was starting their pre-planning for Wii U, which ended up being a disaster, and they didn't do much with it. So it was kind of a big dead space until really 2017 with the Switch and the all those badass Japanese games that came out. Now we're just in the lull. I'm not looking forward to really anything. So I would say the next installment of Final Fantasy VII Remake, but not if it doesn't, because I'm not planning on really getting any new consoles. If I do anything, I'll just upgrade a PC. And if it's not coming out, it's like, god damn it. Yeah, not a single fucking thing. Like, luckily Nintendo is still making stuff for the Switch, and their next console I'd probably get. It's like Metroid Prime or whatnot, but and Microsoft and Sony side says I don't fucking see anything, Not a single fucking thing from Sony, and Microsoft, I do not trust them to make a good game. I know they bought everybody, but still. I'm not gonna get excited. Oh, Polarium was a good time too. That was the first DS game I got. I got before I got DS. It was so cheap. It's like, oh, it's so simple and it has no graphics. Yeah, but it's fun. Look at them go. Simple. Mitchell did some good stuff. WarioWare Touch. I have Nintendo's Polarium and whatever Castlevania game is. Oh, I have Lost in Blue, yeah. Never mind, I have a few of those. There's a lot of DS games though. I don't think I have WarioWare Touch because I have not played it. And I think I would have if I got it. The only difference is that I have the Wii one I haven't played yet. So there was another DS one I did get. It was like a WarioWare Maker. I don't know what the fuck it was called. It was one where you could design your own minigames. Unfortunately. Now Nintendo's taking out the server, so, whatever. Whatever. Yoshi, Touch and Go. All this touch stuff, right? This is before phones started, like the iPhone and all those became popular. It was like, oh, PDAs, usually PDAs had they had worse touch screens than DS. DS was like a really, maybe not the first, but the first like fucking like readily available one, like one that you could find everywhere, right? So you could get PDAs, but like a lot of the ones you could find in stores were shit, and the ones you find nowadays are kind of crappy, right? You get a DS, it's like, oh shit, it works, and of course it doesn't work. Like it's not 100%, right? It's not near as responsive to some of the stuff we have nowadays, but at the time, man, it was fucking rad. And yeah, a lot of stuff was gimmicky, especially in this next Castlevania game, like minigames. But usually when they focus on the touch controls, it worked a hell of a lot better than when the game started trying to do motion controls, and a billion times better than the Kinect. So like you could have a Ninja Gaiden game with just touch. You could have a Legend of Zelda game with just touch. Would have been better without? Maybe. See, this shit sucked. This was not responsive. That was not responsive at all. And the rest of the game was really good though. You cut that out and this game would have been amazing. Because that does end up hindering the game because you need to do that to finish off bosses. So imagine like a fucking tense boss fight you're in, and you got the skin of your teeth and you defeat him, but then you have to do that shit and you fucking just fuck it up because the game didn't like thought you did, more or less. It might look perfect on your screen, but the game was like, oh, you didn't do it right, and then yeah, you get your fucking ass kicked. That happened to me a ton. So I've gotten a couple endings, but not like a true ending in this. Because it's demoralizing, man. Other than that, really good game. See, look at that. See, some gimmicky stuff. And that stuff, that was there, that ice shit was fine, but you know, that can be cut out, you know. But like Ninja Gaiden Dragon Sword works really well, and I think that one, I would say, just how it's designed, I think motion work. I mean, not motion, but touch works. The Legend of Zelda, like Phantom Hourglass, I think you probably could have gotten away with regular controls and have it work a little bit better. But I mean, the touch still works really well. A lot better than, say, Twilight Princess with its waggle bullshit. Yeah, this game is rad. Just Castlevania. I mean, it would have been out pretty soon, right? Yeah, it says, so it's Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow is what that was. Oh, look at that. Showing off the second screen. It's 3D, I mean. A lot of games, like on the DS, ended up just going 2D to maximize like performance and stuff. It's like an old PC game. Kind of like Silver, actually. All right, and we got one more. Well, then what's left? Even more, right? Oh, Game Boy Advance. It looks like I'm looking at the sheet here, and most of the trailers are for the DS. That's what they're pushing out, pumping up, I guess. The GameCube, of course, was dead more or less. Like the Xbox was dead, but the GameCube, like even though the Wii was a year out in its deathbed, Nintendo gave up pretty quickly on the GameCube. Not as quick as the Wii U. Huh.
Come with me. Let's work together.
Yeah, do that, man.
On a beautiful island, two lives will cross.
Oh, yeah? Type of game I would have played the shit out of back in the day, but I just can't fucking bring myself to play much of them these days. I'd like to go back and beat more DS games like Trauma Center and Trace Memory and even Hotel Dusk, but I don't know. Just can't do it. It's like my patience is reserved for like very specific games nowadays.
We have each other. We will make it out of here.
Lost in blue.
Alright, let's go for more. Not a single one of these is mature. Alright, look at all this shit. Oh, Ace Attorney makes an appearance. Sweet. Let's watch an EA game. Oh, yeah, it looks alright, doesn't it? I'm not sure how many EA games were on the fucking DS. There was a few. But like DS kind of got abandoned after 2008 by a lot of like third-party developers. Apparently like same for the PSP. Even though both those systems did really well, it's like they were very easy to, pirate for. Like, look at that. Oh, that's a weird game. What the fuck was going on with Namco? I mean, it's kind of creative, but it's like, what the fuck? It's Pack Picks. And Pack and Roll. It's another crazy fucking Namco game. See, these games, they're pumping them out, man. Of course, they're also $30 a pop. But it's like, damn, they're going for it. So it's kind of weird when you get like a, holy shit, look at this. It's like Monkey Ball or Marble Madness with Pac-Man. Oh my god, it's crazy. Oh man, I remember getting kind of like, I would call it motion sickness with playing Super Mario 64 on the DS. This would make me fucking hurl. As you know, if you miss a jump, and it's like you're holding it in your hand and you just fall into the void, it's like, Unless you're doing it at really fast speeds. The DS is kind of like a cross between a 64 and a PlayStation in your hand. It's cool. Alright, Ace Attorney, fuck yeah, the best game here. Probably, I'm looking at the list, I think this probably is the best one. This is originally on the Game Boy Advance, but only in Japan. So these games are now really old. remember them being very hard to find for a while. So I got, I think the second one first or the third one. It was cheap, and then I had to go find the others, and it was a bit of a hassle. But damn it, if I didn't just fucking motor through all of them like in one sitting. I think this is like back to 2008 or so. Like, goddamn, this is rad, man. And you wouldn't have thought that, you know, they were Game Boy Advance games. They seem perfectly suited for the DS. It's crazy. I know they added some stuff to the first one, but I think the second and third ones were just straight ports. With with touchscreen stuff, like add more content, like a whole new case in the first one, I think. But I think all like the content of the second and third are the same. It's fucking crazy. And Capcom's like, oh, we don't want to publish this over here. I mean, we will, but you know, we don't want to spend money on manufacture. It's like, what the fuck's going on? This is the type of game I don't want to download. Puyo Pop FIFA. See, that's Puyo Pop. Oh shit. This is fucking metal. It's fucking mental too. Lightning Bolt Wicked. I agree, sister. Okay, we want Trauma Center. I always look at my Wii and I'm like, I need to get back to Trauma Center because that was a game I was playing on the Wii, but still have not started my Wii on yet. Oh, it does look different on the DS. Like it was remade as Second Opinion on the Wii. And like all the later ones kind of shared its art style. Now, I think the DS probably works better for the game. I guess it'd be a cool game, like series to see come back, but it's like it can't. Just you'd have to do it like on a cell phone or some shit, and it wouldn't be as good. Like motion controls worked fairly well. DS worked really well, right? It's like those aren't really viable anymore. Like you could, like Nintendo, like, hey, we want to manufacture, you know, 5 million more DS games. It's probably like, okay, we still have the equipment, or, you know, but I mean that's not gonna fucking happen. You're talking about a game that would sell probably 500 copies. Or they'd be like, no, we won't let you do that. What was the 3DS? Is like, no, we're not going to let you do that. Wii U? Alright, Beautiful Joe. A lot of Beautiful Joe action.
Clover.
Like Capcom has a history of going all in on series and making lots of them. So at the time, you had like a bunch of Beautiful Joe games, then nothing forever, and a bunch of Mega Man games for a long time, then nothing forever. It was like bring back Mega Man. It's like there's a billion of them, but at the same time, they keep like bringing back Resident Evil, right? And Monster Hunter. Not as many Monster Hunters. Those games take longer to make, but it's like crazy shit like that. It's like, damn. I don't know how they get away with it. Now it's just Game Boy Advance, right? Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh my god, any of these gonna be good. Riviera might. I don't know. I might have that in the PSP. I do have that. I played that too. I was like, that seems familiar. What's this? Yeah, like this is the fucking Game Boy Advance. Oh, okay. That's more like it. It does not look good. I know that Game Boy Advance can do better than that. The Namco's fault, huh? Atomic Betty. Dragon Ball G. So all these are, well, no. Half of them are licensed. That's not bad, I guess. It's not good, but I mean, it's not bad. One new IP. Well, no, two. Rebel Star was there too, right? I can't remember if there's more than one of those. Another one? Epic fucking graphics. Actually, that looks a lot better than that Atomic Betty game. Of course, it's not full screen. Come on, bring it up.
This July, play the first in a two-part saga, Dragon Ball GT Transformation, taking Dragon Ball to a higher
Dragon Ball Gran Turismo. All right. Mega Man 04. Also epic graphics, bro. Got the box art. That definitely looks better than Atomic Betty. But then again, I mean, how much more did this cost to make? Maybe not much. Maybe because, licensing, right? We gotta get that Atomic Betty demographic. The Game Boy Advance is awesome, except for the sound. So I would wonder if this is actually how this fucking game sounds. Is this butt rock? This doesn't seem right. It's like it sounds like Guilty Gear. Funny if the creator of Guilty Gear on the side was like Namco was not Namco, but Capcom's like, yo man, we need some hot tunes. He's like, I got you covered. I'll do it for free. They're really fucking pimping this out. I wonder how much, if this trailer is gonna longer than that Twilight Princess one. Like 04. This is, we know what's gonna sell this holiday season. It's like 04 will be what to Mega Man games. What fucking Resident Evil 4 was that? Resident Evil. Oh, there's no. Oh, because it's rated P to teen. Because there was a Resident Evil port in the DS. It's kind of crazy. This is Rebel Star, right? This is what I clicked on. Like an XCOM. I think it's. Do I have this game? Anime XCOM. It's kind of like Advance Wars, also art style, I guess. Kind of neat. Namco is bringing out the jams, I guess. Alright, Riviera, the Promised Land. Watch it go into a full fucking like presentation with that Tim Burton Nightmare Before Christmas game. It's like, you'll want this. Also later to PSP.
約束の地リビエラ
This is a wild game.
神魔戦争深海存亡をかけた一つの決定
This is when Atlas was a publisher, and
約束の地リビエラ
Jesus Christ, it's been a long time, hasn't it? Yeah, Atlas used to publish games. And they published some wild shit. It was a better time too because some of the wild shit was really fucking cool.
まるで絵本をめくるよう
Like Sting was one of the weird fucking developers they like took a chance on. They did this game and like a couple other weird ones.
個性あふれる仲間たちとの冒険に
Like when we got to the year 2008, Atlas was like, we're going all in. We're gonna publish a million fucking games.
新たなもの
And it was glorious. But even here, they're like publishing a bunch of games and shit for the Game Boy Advance. Like shit, they published a ton back
負け
then.
られないんだ
Of course, now they have more. They end up having more competition. Like Nippon Ichi started publishing a lot more games. But here's the thing: there are also like at the same. There was more games like total, right? So like it wasn't like Nippon Ichi took over once Atlas was bought by Sega and stopped publishing. They were there too, and there are other like smaller ones doing weird, weird fucking like Marvelous just came out, right?
リビエラの存亡をかけた
Like around 2007, 2008. So a little bit after this, I think. No, I think they might have done a Wild Arms game like 2005 or 2006.
相手とキャラクターの組み合わせで技は生まれる
But it's like a bunch of games that you would not have seen.
戦況を激変させる必
As
殺
Atlas is
技
like,
は
we're gonna ramp this shit up.
いっぱいに炸裂
Working designs was what I think had gone under by this point. But even then, their output was nothing like Atlas
運命
was.
を切り開く
And not even close to like Nippon Ichi. It's kind of like why I'm disappointed that Idea Factory, you know, over here doesn't
許さん
like publish more than just their own stuff.
裁きの
Cause now we have like Spike Chunsoft now, you know, which is pretty good, and P Cube, but you know Atlas, you know, again a lot of these developers that they published, I mean, don't really do much anymore, and Atlas doesn't do it even as much as they used to. It's all Sega. Well, it's all Sammy, I guess, right? Until they get bought, and then they just get turned into a fucking Persona factory.
敵に知的に全てを託す
Kind of like what was cool about Gus getting bought by
これが
Tecmo Koei is that their output didn't really change. It looks like nothing has changed with them, but that's a rare occurrence. I mean, it changes with like everybody else. You saw what happened to Blizzard. You see what happened to like fucking Even fucking Sega once they merged. Alright. Pumpkin King. Last and probably least. Like, who gives a fuck about... That's very Super Nintendo looking. Or Genesis looking. It looks like a Genesis game. Super Nintendo. One or two. Looks a lot better than that first one. Like, I was ragging on this. It might be a shitty game, but I'm looking at it now. I was like, that's kind of charming. It's got the music. It's like Earthworm Jim or some shit. Oh wow, they didn't waste any time on that. Short and sweet. Right, that's it. That's rad. Alright, so yeah, I've looked at this before, kind of. I really only looked at like the Zelda trailer. Not all of them, but I mean, kind of an interesting snapshot, especially since, you know, fucking Nintendo's lacking like actual demo discs.